I want to talk about White Allies.
Is this the Lady Gaga thing?
Yeah.
Is it me or is she less crazy these days?
Well, she's come a long way from wearing meat as a dress. Yeah.
All right, Lady Gaga, White Allies.
Okay, so basically, in the midst of all of this Donald Trump stuff and the aftermath in terms of what he said and how people were dealing with it, Lady Gaga was sending out a bunch of tweets about it, and she was including in all the tweets. She was using this hashtag. This is not us. Us being, also US. So what was taking place is not us. And then in her last tweet, she actually asked black people what white people who love them could do to help. Nahanda has to answer this question. Nahanda has to answer this.
Nahanda, what can white people who love us do to help?
Malcolm X had a fantastic scene in the film, and he's like, "Oh, Malcolm, I've been watching what you've been doing. What can we do to help?" Nothing. Just kept walking on. But in political correct terms, I always say, like, if you're a progressive white, as you say, then educate your people. Speak to your people. Hold your people into account. I don't know what else. There is nothing beyond that. In terms of allies, we've been doing that since the beginning of when.
I thought it was a trick question. What can white people who love you?
Just educate your own. Speak to your own.
It's
hold
like
yourself
that
accountable.
actually presupposes y'all don't know.
Exactly. That too as well.
It's like if you see a cat or a dog in the road, and like the cat's all mangy and the leg broke and whatnot, what can a person?
This is the thing. This shows the difference of culture.
It's like, yo,
no, but listen,
white folks will see that cat and dog
and pick up that cat and dog, nurse it to health.
The cat ain't got to say a word.
Breast milk, everything. Whereas
the dog looks sad. The donkey looks sad. They know what to do with
he's
a
on
sad
TV.
donkey. He's like, put him on telly. We can all raise money.
All of that. So even
let's
that,
help the donkey.
it's a disingenuous question to ask. Even
I must admit, I did think
these are the things. This is when you say when we talk about white privilege and everything, and then so many white people are like, me, no, I'm not. Like that is an example of it. Oh, so what could we do to help people?
You mean like white privilege?
Yeah.
It's an example of white privilege to ask. But don't you think, does anyone think she was,
genuine?
Yeah.
No.
What was the context? Why was what happened in the shower?
What happened she didn't want to be with or associated with this kind of crazy white nationalist. So she's saying, okay, well, white people who love you, what can we do?
But that's what I'm saying. If she never said nothing at all, would we know what she was associated with?
No.
Well,
we know she's crazy with the meat dress.
So she's looking a platform for herself as well. I don't know if she's reinventing herself.
Well, I mean, it's good PR. She has got a big tour coming up.
It's all of that.
She's got a big tour coming up.
She's got a tour coming up?
Yeah, huge.
Oh, so maybe you was right.
Of course, there's no. Listen, like, you've made the point just there. What kind of a question is that? What kind of a question is that?
It's crazy.
What? So okay, that's Lady Gaga generally, but like, is there nothing that white? So you said aside from there's nothing that white well-meaning white people can really do.
She said teach their
own. Hold your own people account. Where are the white people rallies to say, listen? What's that white man's name? Tim Wise. Tim Wise speaks to other white people. There's a white man called Tim Wise, and there was another white woman.
Oh, that white! I know her
glasses
name.
And she
the old lady.
Yeah.
Those kind of white people don't ask you, what can we do to help you? No, they have a level of humanity, I like to call it, amongst themselves, that they see that what the issue is. Yeah, and they understand it to a certain degree. So they're going to address their people. The problem, we have a problem. This is how we're acting it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Educate your people on what it is they need to do.
Well, this is the thing now, because there was a bit of a backlash. So after Lady Gaga said that people were responding thick and fast, some people kind of echoed your sentiment and were saying basically educate your own, and it's disingenuous to even ask. But other people were like, leave her alone. She wants to help.
There's always
it's like, what do you do with well-meaning white people kind of thing. But then an article that I saw, which was really interesting, it was I thought it was a sister that wrote the article. It's a brother that wrote it, where he was basically saying that he feared well-meaning white people.
It's true.
More than white nationalists, because he said that he's seen things where like his neighbours and stuff be protested at the Black Lives Matter, marches, and a few days later they're the ones who are calling the police because a black man looks suspicious on the street.
It's 100%.
So does everyone feel that way then? So are you more suspicious or more, I don't know what the word is, but like more wary then of well-meaning white people than of white nationalists?
We're probably getting back onto the Donald Trump thing where he's overtly racist, so we know. But people, well-meaning white people, have still got something in the background, it's in the DNA where they'll try to help us, but if the situation occurs where they feel uncomfortable, then automatically you looked at a threat.
Yeah, survival.
Yeah.
So, do you know what I'm thinking? It's like the wants, like whether it's Donald Trump or alternative right or liberal white people or the ones who well-meaning or the ones who love us. That's a new term because they've never said it. Like if they have liberal whites and right-wing rights, they never had whites who love us. That term, I've never heard that term until the other day. Whites who love us. Interesting. Okay, cool.
No, it doesn't flow. It doesn't flow.
Yeah, but like, what do they want? Like, it's like, to be wary, I need to know what each party wants. Now, the whites who love us, what is it they want? And we just want you to tell us what we should do. The liberal whites just want everything to stay the same, and can't we all just smile about it and forget any bad past? And the right-wing whites want, can we just have everything for ourselves? And can we keep our women to ourselves? We don't want you with our women, and we want to have our place, and you lot go and have your own. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but that's actually closer to what I want. It's a little bit closer to what I want than white people who love us. As I've got to be honest, like after 400 years, like if you had someone who you've been with and then they mistreated you for a year or two, 4 years, 5 years, 400 years, whatever, and you decide, I'm going to wait one more day to see if they love us. Ain't that crazy? Like I don't want, like, y'all love who you want to love and that's cool. But if you have to ask me and you's not like that.
Well, and this is, I think it comes back, I think you kind of said it, but it comes back to how people feel about what we're living under. Because for a lot of people, I think what makes white people, and I recognise it, what makes white people uncomfortable is being looked upon as the enemy. So it's like, they're going too far, I'm not like that, but you're still happy with your privilege, you're still upholding the same institution. It's just, don't look at us like the enemy, like this is, it's just how things are.
At some point, we've got to be proud enough to be black and just own that and not ask anyone to... The problem we have isn't white people loving us or not loving us, it's learning how to love ourselves, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And that's been so far removed from us. No one doesn't even want to have that conversation.
Yeah. I think with the Lady Gagas and who will ever talk about loving us, I don't take none of those things seriously, but it's interesting if she's put to the challenge in terms of having that real conversation, because like you're saying, white people don't like to be seen as, it's so refreshing to be like, white people, yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, it's refreshing to say that?
Yeah, because not people don't like to say that.
Oh, you know, to say white people.
You others.
That's tough.
Yeah, but, what am I saying? Yeah, so if she was put in the position, to be put in a position to have the honest conversation, because that's what I'm liking as well, I must say that, is that you're forced now to have the conversation on an open scale. Like back in the day, there was like the Phil Donahue show and Minister Farrakhan went on there and Khalid Muhammad, and like it was just real talk. They were taking back I don't know where to from. That's what I want. Yeah. And that's what I want. I think we're building to, but that's what makes the Lady Gagas of the world and all of that uncomfortable. Because nobody wants to have the conversation. We just love each other, and it doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter what colour. It doesn't, it's a horrible history, but we love each other, and that's that.
Doesn't that stuff wind you up? Don't that stuff wind you up?
The reality is, if the supposed good rioters or of Charlottesville who was upset about
the good rioters.
Well, that's what he was saying. But the good the nice people,
the very fine
people, very fine devils. Their conversation it's a historic conversation, because you're tearing down our monuments and all that. Let's have that conversation.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, don't stop them from having that. Yes, let us have that conversation. Yes, let us deal with it properly. Do you get what I'm saying? White people want to dictate the conversation how they want it, to keep it. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's for us to say, well, yes, we're going to have that conversation. About time, good time.
Because I think, if the truth be told, I think that march, or not just that march, but the backlash isn't really black people. I think the media's kind of whipping up a few of us, but I don't actually think it's black people, because ain't a black person knocked out. Right wing. What's that mean? We don't. That's not a phrase we use. You don't go in the barber shop and go, you know, I met a right wing white man today. Ain't no black person use that.
It's shame.
Right.
It's shame why they're saying what they're saying. Because look, a Black Lives Matter march tomorrow, thousands of people, whatever. Not that I'm a fan of Black Lives Matter in that way, but I'm saying thousands of people. Let's say one person might, I don't know, cuss a Fed or whatever. Big headline is, the barbaricness of Black Lives Matter and did all of that. But then your people, your good rioters, this march meant to start at 12 o'clock. Didn't even get to 12:15. Didn't even get to 12:15. And they behaved in their natural nature.
Oh, do you know though? Like, that's the bit that I like as well. Is when you get to see white folks showing out, like you're going to see the viciousness of white people.
Their natural nature.
Nothing like I used to.
Like you said, they
have to push us to a level to get us to respond, because we're docile really when it comes up. We take a lot of stuff and don't say anything. You know, like they kill one of ours, we wait for the IPCC. We wait. What did they let them go free at the police? There's no charges. And then we hold them to maybe the third or the fourth one, and then some young whippersnappers come up and go, yeah, we've had enough. But we take plenty. White folks don't take all that. You can't find anywhere in their history when they turn the other cheek to nobody.
Even when we was doing certain things, what did they bring us with? The same like what happened in America a little while ago, Ferguson. Military, like it's no long thing. They're gonna deal with you like this is Iraq.
I think I saw white folks pushing up on the police, like
in
khaki trousers and loafers, pushing on the police shields, and they're chilling like, back up little bit. So you don't have no guns.
Not only that, wasn't 2 police officers killed?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. That was like I heard there was a helicopter crash. It's in the same state, but it was a helicopter crash.
But was it related to the incident?
Was it related?
And this is what I'm saying. If that happened at a Black Lives Matter, let me tell you, it's a shutdown. As far as they're concerned, they're going to say people throwing stones at the helicopter.
And then bring it down.
Do you understand? So if this is related to this incident and that has been played, all of a sudden, blue lives don't matter again. All of a sudden, the fact of our good hard working American.
Matter a thing?
Yeah, they tried to take it on.
Jesus Christ.
But
Black folks we can't have jazz, we can't have hip hop, we can't have nothing. Blue lives matter.
So just the playing down of the deaths of those police officers is an example in and of itself. So it's the shame of it is why it's a conversation, and because it's just come out of a Barack Obama era, it looks too embarrassing not to say something. It's too embarrassing, so I like the embarrassment anyway.
You like the shame on their face. Next point then,